So Cynthia, here is your homework. We're going to start off with our breathing exercises. So we're going to be in this hook lying position. You also can place your feet like on the back of a chair, or sorry, a chair or a bed or a couch if you'd like. But if you don't have anything like that available, you can always go feet on the floor, knees in the air in what's called a hook lying position. We'll rest your head on some kind of pillow or book. You're just going to go hands on the belly, right? Hands on the belly, low ribs. So what I mean by that is like find your low ribs, place your like thumb and index finger there, and we'll place like middle ring and pinky finger on your belly. And again, what I want you to do, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to focus on exhaling all the air out of your lungs. And then just wait for and allow for a nice full inhalation to fill the body. Again, exhale all the air out of your lungs, every last drop. And then just wait for and allow for that nice full inhalation to fill the body. And what we're sensing, right, exhaling fully all the air out of your lungs, and as you inhale, sense the belly gently rising, sense the ribs gently expanding. And ideally, we want to sense that first before any rise in the chest. And one of the things that we added to this was exhaling and counting how long it takes you to exhale and seeing if you can gently match that on your inhalation. But the big thing is exhaling all the air out of your lungs, allowing that nice full inhalation into your body, cultivating that state of relaxation. 5 to 10 breaths here. Then from there, we're going to come into that gentle spinal undulation. So as you exhale, you can come right into it, right? As you exhale, you're going to tuck the tailbone, flatten out the back a little bit. Think about the ribs going down. And as you inhale, we'll put a little gentle arch in the back. Again, finding what feels right for you. I know that it'll start to kind of bother that SI area if you go too far into extension. So just go to the point that feels right for you. Again, exhale down, flatten, ribs down. Inhale, arch, ribs flat. Exhale, tuck, flatten, ribs down. Inhale, gentle arch, ribs flat. So move through this gentle undulation. Do about anywhere, again, about 5 breath cycles here, right? So what I mean by that is inhalations and exhalations. 5 cycles, 5 inhalations, 5 exhalations. Again, exhale, tuck, flatten, ribs down. Inhale, arch, ribs flat. Exhale, tuck, flatten, ribs down. Inhale, arch, ribs flat. Then from here, I want you to roll into your clamshells, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to stack heels, tailbone, shoulders. We're going to put a slight tuck in that tailbone, right? We're going to bring that top knee slightly in front of the bottom without that back arching. So keeping that slight tuck in the tail. And then you're just going to imagine that your feet, the inside edges of your feet are like a hinge, and you're just keeping that nice control. And we're going after that glute. We're going after that little spot, that muscle right there, that as if you were getting an injection into your glute, a shot of vaccine in your glute. That's the area, that's the muscle we're targeting. And again, you're just keeping that nice, steady undulation or movement to get that guy to fire. And we'll do that on both sides. And actually, you know what let's have you go 10 to 15 right, 10 to 15 moving the right leg, right, lying on your left side. 10 to 15 moving your left leg, lying like I am now on your right side. And then one more time back, lying on your left side, 10 to 15. Now here's the thing, if that's all you can get in, great, that's all I want you to do. Like if that's all you have time for is those 3 exercises, right? The breathing in the hook lying position, right? The spinal undulation and the clamshells, then stay with that for right now. And we'll, but when you have extra time, and obviously when you come into the studio, this is what we're going to be having you do. We're going to have you do the full warm up. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to do that balloon breath. So we'll come back into this hook lying position. We're going to blow up that balloon. And again, you're going to focus on exhaling all the air out of your lungs, every last drop, without pinching off the balloon. You're going to place the tip of the tongue at the roof of the mouth. Allow that nice full inhalation in through the nose. Again, you're going to exhale, blowing into the balloon. Exhale all the air out of your lungs, every last drop. Tip of the tongue, roof of the mouth. Without pinching off the balloon with your fingers, you're going to allow that inhalation in through the nose. So it'll look like this. And I want you just to really pay attention to what's happening down here in the core. From here, right, once you do that, again, we're going to go 3 sets, 2 to 3 sets of 5 breaths, or 2 to 3 sets of 5 exhalations, allowing for that nice full inhalation. Then we're going to do that reverse march. So we're going to see if we can keep that core engagement, and we're going to slowly pick up one foot, place it back down, slowly pick up the other foot. Again, imagine we have this with a band, we have a band underneath your back. Imagine you're trying to keep that core braced, right? Don't let that band get pulled out from underneath you. How smooth can you make this? Keeping that core engaged, right? Again, nothing in the front of the hips. Keep it all in the core. If it starts to go in the front of the hips, you're power. Let yourself rest. My goal for you here is like 8 to 10 repetitions. And again, 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions. The next thing we're going to do is your hip bridge. From here, we're going to put a slight tuck in the tail. And really, that slight tuck in the tail comes from engaging your core, not the other way around. So think engage your core, and as a result, that tail will get a slight tuck in it, just like you did with that reverse march. So we're keeping that position. You're going to exhale, drive through the heels, press the hips up as far as feels comfortable for you. Inhale, lower on down. You don't have to go all the way here. Actually, I'd like you to stay a little suspended, right? So we're not arching in that back. You're keeping that core engaged, keeping the ribs and hips lined up. You're going to exhale, press the hips up as far as feels right for you. Inhale, lower down. You can also get rid of that pad pillow at that time if it feels comfortable. Exhale, drive the hips up. Inhale, lower down. We're going to do, again, 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions, focusing on getting those glutes to engage, right? Hold the last one for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. So again, 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions, holding the last one for a count of 5. Now, if you find that it's really engaging your hamstrings more than your glutes, and these guys are starting to want to cramp, then it probably means your feet are a little too far out, and you need to walk them in a little bit. If you're feeling most of the activation in the front of the quadriceps, or that you feel like a stretch in the front of the knees, it probably means your feet are too close in. You need to walk them back out. Roughly, when your hips are up, your knees should be about 90 degrees. That's what we're looking for. All right, so again, 2 to 3 sets, 8 to 10 repetitions, holding the last one for a count of 5. The last exercise we're going to do is we're going to hold that kneeling plank, Cynthia. And so again, this is where we're going to start off in this position. We're going to put a slight tuck in the tail. We're going to walk forward. You're going to slightly turn the fingers out, so the fingers are pointing at 11 and 1, pressing through the pinky side or outside edge of that palm. You're going to push the upper torso away. Again, you're going to extend the hips forward, put a slight tuck in the tail, and keep focusing on that core. So we push the floor away, right? Think about pushing the upper thoracic spine or the upper back to the ceiling. And think about, again, a slight tuck in the tailbone, getting that core to engage, keeping those hips extended, and just press the floor away. For right now, just hold as long as you comfortably can. And then when you're ready, we'll bend the hips and we'll walk it back in. And we'll go again, same thing, 2 to 3 sets of those guys for as long as you can. And you can actually start counting or put a timer if you want, and keep tabs on it. Or just, again, go for feel right now. It's really about just activating your core and seeing if we can support you in this suspended position. Hey, I hope this is helpful. I'll see you on Friday.